punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Mayfield. Got a man downfield. It's Hatton. And head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Buccaneers 7, Falcons nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson, 77 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And running with power here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. but you got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played. Figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Hey, alert 33. At the 47-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Irving. Touchdown. Buccaneers. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop it, that's what I would call.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And just shutting him off there. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go, Shaq. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To the air, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Looking to throw, Penix. Kadero Hodge has it complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Penix sets up the screen to Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 7. And looking to throw, Penix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
They are going for it. Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 14.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down, Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play it right. 20.
Now Mayfield. He'll find his tight end, Payne Durham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 6.
Here we go, sack. Nike, 18. Hey, we got to push it up, we got to push it up, we got to push it up.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 114 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Penix. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways. Call this.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game. 21 apiece. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
6, 70 ring, 19 light. 79 Broncos.
They'll throw with Penix. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Mustang 19.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
A loss of 6 yards.
D.J. Johnson.
16.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Penix working out of the gun here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Gets around him. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
19 Tiger. Bring it.
Robinson up the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Robinson with another carry. Now he's loose again. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to stretch out their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Irvin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mayfield down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 36 yards. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Great tendency. You go play action and go for the big shot.
There he goes, left side. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney. 66 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Regular. Pistol. Good. 180. Hey, 130. What's up?
Throwing. Mayfield. Down the sideline he goes. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin from 10 yards out. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 9.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Cougar 19, go!
Operating from the gun, Penix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a screen for Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Penix to the air once more. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Man, 220 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, Second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. They'll stay on the ground with Urban. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Third down and 10.
19 tight.
To the air, Bennett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance. But that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there? You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Falcons, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, the women, the shorties.